everybody, we're back again. Excited about today's segment where we are going to, today's episode, where we're going to talk even more along the lines of our theme, blossoming in business throughout the entire month of June. And today I'm just excited to have Felicia with us. And so Felicia's going to jump right into the conversation and just give us a little bit of insight about you, the person. Before we go into the business, just you. Who are you?
Right. Well, hello, everyone. I'm Felicia de Lima. I am the owner of Play and Beyond Functional Therapy. I am a mother of three, and also I'm a physical therapist. Actually, tomorrow makes 18 years as being a pediatric physical therapist. I have been really working in homes, mostly pediatric private therapy, and also I dabbled in clinic and schools. Mm-hmm. And so, it's what I've really been working on is expanding my private home therapy to building a clinic.
Yes. So when you talk about when you talk about that, you're still giving me business.
Uh-huh.
Who are you, Felicia, the person? What inspires you? What interests you? What is the something that I think probably, as with most business owners, leads us to the area of business that we're in? Is from something that's a part of our personhood. So give us more along those lines so people can know who you are. And in some ways, as I said with our previous guest, not assume that because you're in this road, oh, maybe her mom and dad were doctors and they were just a part of this field and she inherited whatever it is and all of that, that somehow there's a journey for each of us as individuals, as people.
Right. So I grew up in a single parent home with my mother. It was my mother and I. I kind of took on the role of the handy person, like the person who kind of fixed things and took care of things.
Took care of things. You can already see that thread starting to show up, right?
Yeah.
Handle it, fix it. Yeah.
And even at a young age, I started out in Girl Scouts.
Okay.
And, it was a lot of volunteering and going into nursing homes and singing. And that really just kind of connected with me. It was something I love to do. I love to see the smiles on people's faces.
Yes.
And it's just ingrained in me this desire to always want to help.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's what seemed to be surfacing. Like in multiple places, you found yourself being the person with a solution, being the person with an answer. Now, you did say you went into nursing homes and you sang as well. You want to sing today for the people? No. I used to jokingly say, Lord, and Lord had gave me the gift to sing. He knew I would have been just being extra. Oh my gosh, but I wanted to lead and be So, but help. So helps is like your thing. It's your natural thing. So then, as that is unfolding for you, and you're realizing, I love to help. Why particular, as you're going to share more today, in the particular sector or business world that you find yourself in, what led you there? Because there were many ways that you could have helped. What kind of got you right here in the space of helping in the way that you do?
When I was in high school, my friend, it was the summertime, and she was like, "Hey, we're going to be football trainers. You want to join?" And I was like, "Okay." I was starting, leaving 8th grade, starting high school. I was kind of bored, didn't have anything to do, so I said, "Okay, yeah, let's do it." And so we went up to the school, and we started. Back then it was Water Girls. So but for some reason they decided, we're going to send them to a 1-week camp where we learn how to fix like splint and learn kind of like the science of sports training.
Okay.
And so that was
in the 9th grade.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
And that was very eye-opening for me because I always, I love helping, and like it excited me. It excited me to learn about it. I really took to it. I would go into class and I would practice wrapping people's feet and ankles, and I really loved it. And so I continued with that throughout my high school time. And then when it was time to go to college, I felt like I wanted to maybe do something in that area, but I didn't want to be tied to politics and sports.
Okay.
And so physical therapy was what came up. And at that time, a lot of people were like, especially when it got closer time to graduate, they were like, "It's no money in that. Why are you
Yes.
doing that?" I had a
Yes.
professor who told me I was wasting my talent.
Mm-hmm.
I needed to be a doctor,
Mm-hmm.
and I told him I don't want to be a doctor.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't want to be tied. I want a
Yes.
family. I want to have time with my family. It's important to me, and physical therapy is for me.
Yes.
And so I started school, and it was great. And then I got out of school and realized actually it's not so bad. Like,
Yes.
there is money
There's
here,
opportunity.
and there's actually autonomy in it.
Yes.
And so I was always aware of the autonomy portion of it. And then as I started to see some of my colleagues leave and go private
Yes.
and do their own thing, they would
Yeah.
rapidly grow.
Yes.
And so I knew that that was very doable for me. But at the time, because now it's 18 years, but back then, probably around year between 5 and 7, was when I started to dabble in the idea of like, yeah, I could do this. But I was dealing with so much going on at home. Like,
Yes.
I just didn't have the bandwidth to try to really push through. And so at this point right now, I've finally gotten to the point where I'm like, yeah,
Yeah, I'm
to do
ready.
this. Yeah.
So I think it's interesting. Thank you for lending that very transparent piece to the conversation, because we would be remiss oftentimes if with our small business and nonprofit leaders to kind of present this thing where we choose and it's just a straight path. And for many of us, such is not the case. And so with you, I hear just in your journey some very honest, earnest evolutions of knowing, oh, I'm good at helps. Oh, I like to help. And probably segueing into one of your tips later, an opportunity presents itself, you take it, even as early as 9th grade. And we'll talk a little bit more about that, how your mom and whoever let you go and all that kind of stuff. Or maybe it was just a stay-at-home type of camp, but just that you would take advantage and then find yourself in it, regardless of the external noises that said, this is not good, this won't make money, this is not for you. Like, it wasn't this just straight path and here we go. You've been on a journey to get to who you're trying to be. So you all stay with us, and we'll be right back after this quick break. Keep it right here on the amazing 102.5 FM, where we have today in the studios with us our beloved Felicia. We'll be right back.